Hey everyone, Matt from TOTALmtg here and welcome to today's video. So today I'm doing the top 10 most expensive current cards in the standard format of Magic the Gathering. I always find these lists very helpful, especially when a new set comes out and we've just had War of the Spark released. Sometimes, you think a lot of the new cards will be in the top 10 because it's a new card, the prices are very high, people don't really know what's good, what's bad from a set, but you'll be quite surprised actually how many actually make the list. Doing these types of lists as well is always helpful if you fancy buying a cheeky booster and you want to know where the value is. So this list will help you guide you on your way to hopefully pulling that bomb from those packs and just to see what's in your collection and how much, these cards are actually worth. So without further ado, let's get on to the top 10. So coming in at number 10 is Crucible of Worlds. Now this isn't seeing much standard play really, maybe in some kind of fun brews or something like that. Not that I've seen in anything top tier, but it's mainly used in sideboard for Tron in Modern. Mono green Tron is in there maybe as a one of or two of in the sideboard. And I have seen it in main board in Modern of 4 Colour Prison, which is definitely a deck that I would like to play. Of course, it's heavily used in EDH, Commander. Crucible of Worlds has been a staple in that. And until it got its reprint, this was a very expensive card. I'm pretty sure I can remember it once being up to $50 or maybe even more. But now, coming in at number 10, it's around $18.30. It still makes the top 10 list in the current most expensive cards in Standard. So coming in at number 9 at $19 is Karski Anunna of Urza. This is another card that is seeing a bit of standard play. Now we've got the new Walkers from War of the Spark. There's a few colourless brews going around there. And I've always liked Karski Anunna of Urza. It's used in Modern in Hardened Scales. That is, a deck that's obviously sees play in that. And of course Affinity and colourless Eldrazi in Modern as well. It's popped up in Legacy occasionally, in Death and Taxes, and maybe Eldrazi Post as well. But Karski Anunna of Urza is still in there considering, it's been out for a while, Dominaria, and now is still maybe a little bit further down the list, but comes in at number 9. So coming in at number 8 is our first entry from War of the Spark. And I've got a funny feeling this one may go up a bit. It's God Eternal Kefnet. It's the blue zombie god, the 4/5 flyer for 4 mana that has a lot of text in it, but it has a very cool ability of when you draw your first card each turn, you get to reveal it. You get to choose to reveal it, and if it's an instant sorcery, you get to copy that spell for 2 less mana. This also, the new gods are very hard to deal with, and I could see this being put in a lot of decks. I've seen it in Simic Nexus, it's in Dimir Control, Grixis Control, Azorius Control in Standard. Will it see other formats? What do you think? Let me know. Obviously, it's going to see play in Commander, that's probably a given, but it's going to see a lot of play in Standard. And God Eternal Kefnet at the moment is coming in at just under $19.50. I feel this could raise just a tad. So if you've pulled it in your boosters or you've still got your booster packs to open, this is one of the cards you want to pull from War of the Spark. Coming in at number 7, this is the Jellyfish Hydra beast known as Hydroid Crassus from Ravnica Allegiance. This card is brilliant because you still get the trigger even when you just cast it. You're going to draw those cards, gain half that life. Even if it gets countered, you're still going to get something for pashing out all that mana. You're going to get something when you cast the Crassus. The Crassus is used in multiple decks in Standard, Sultai mid-range, Bant mid-range, all the mid-range decks, Bant Nexus I've seen it as well, Timor Reclamation decks like to use it. It's a very versatile card, you're going to get a big flow of trample potentially, but even if it doesn't make the field and it does hit that absorb in Standard or something like that, you're still going to get some benefit as well. I haven't seen it being played in anything else in Modern. Myself, I'm sure it's being played in Commander decks, but the Hydroid Crassus comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 for me I was a little bit debatable whether I put this in there because it is the promo Deseret Master of the Bridge. Now it's still playable, it's a War of the Spark card, it's currently in Standard and it's coming in around $22.50, which is huge. It did take a big uprise when this was coming out because people do like to play it. It's a nice planeswalker. It's going to go into EDH decks. I'm not sure if it'll see anything else, but I'm sure people are brewing with this. Deseret Master of the Bridge, the promo that not everyone will be able to get. It's going to have to maybe buy it somewhere else. But $22.50, it's keeping a very good price. And if you've got it, well done for that. Coming in at number 5 at just under $28 is this card from Rivals of Ixalan. It's the Immortal Son. Now, this is plain and simple why this is seeing play and why it's gone up so much in price as well. It's because the new set War of the Spark is full of Planeswalkers. I think it's 36 in total. So, of course, a card that says players can't activate Planeswalker loyalty abilities is going to be super, super popular. EDH, obviously playable as well. I've seen it in sideboards, in Gruul Aggro, and maybe some other decks as well that aren't running the Walkers. $28 though, that is a huge price for the Immortal Son. Maybe I might myself pick up a few Rivals of Ixalan's packs and see if I can pick up a lucky Immortal Son. So now we're down to the top 4 and we have another entrant from War of the Spark. Coming in at just under $28 is Nikobolas, Dragon God. This is an absolute amazing Planeswalker for me. The Grixis colours, the awkward casting cost though of the blue, triple black and red, but you get Nikobolas for that. I'm a little bit, I think the loyalty could have been a little bit higher. I think 4 loyalty for that kind of casting cost is, I know bonuses do have those kind of casting costs, but for me, 4 was a little bit tight with it. It's seeing playing loads of decks, Grixis control in standard. Anyone playing the Grixis colours are, they're going to be playing Nikobolas, Dragon God. There's a few good bonus cards at the moment in standard. EDH, definitely going to be in all the Grixis decks. Modern, I'm not so sure. I haven't seen it in any decks at the moment. But it holds a big price for this Mythic from War of the Spark. And it's good to see that we've got a Nikobolas, Dragon God, that is just so powerful. And I love it. It comes in at number 4. So coming in at number 3 at just under $30, we're sticking with War of the Spark. Liliana, Dread Horde General, is in there at number 3. Oh, I love this Planeswalker. We've got a 6 loyalty Planeswalker for 6 mana. I remember Elspeth back in the day. I'm not too sure if I think this is as powerful as Elspeth myself. Some may disagree. But the effects where whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. That is really strong. It can protect itself by making zombies. You can make people sacrifice creatures. And then the -9 is really cool as well. The 6 loyalty it comes in is pretty strong as well. It's being seen in a lot in standard. Quite a lot. Esper control, Esper midrange, Sultai midrange. All the manner of controls that can play black. Dimir, Grixis. I've even seen it in Orzhov Knights as a little bit as well. I mean, I'm playing this in a lot of decks as well. I think it's pretty strong. And it's coming in at number 3. And don't expect it to drop. It will drop, I think, a tad. But don't expect it to drop just yet. The new set is out. In at number 3 is Liliana, Dreadhorde General. So we're down to the top 2. Is there any War of the Spark in the top 2? Well, it's not in at number 2 because Nikobolas, the Ravager. Bolas is absolutely dominating this top 10 most expensive cards currently in standard. This card comes in at just under $40. Wow. It comes in as a creature, then can flip into a Planeswalker. Of course, this is seen in the Grixis control decks, just like the other Nikobolas is now as well. It's very strong. I mean, the 4/4 is nice. It can be hit with Lava Core still. I'm sure this is being played in Commander. Could Nikobolas be seen in Modern? I'm the kind of person that would play this in Modern. I still think a 4/4 flyer that can flip into a Planeswalker in Grixis colours is good. Yes, there's a lot more better removal in Modern, but there's a lot more protection, better protection spells that you could actually protect Nikobolas with. But currently in standard, it's an absolute all-star at the moment. And the price is steep. But, maybe get yourself some core set 2019 boosters and maybe try your luck. Nikobolas the Ravager comes in at number 2. So coming in at number 1, I'm sure you've guessed it. It's the reigning, undefeated champion of the world that has been there since the last video I did as well. It is the card that everyone loves to hate. It's Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, coming in at just under $42. So it's getting close. Nikobolas is nearly overtaking it, but not quite. This card is seen in Modern, it's seen in Standard. I've even seen deck lists with it in Vintage as well. Blue-white control, Esper control, Azorius control. Mid-range decks as well. This card is absolutely brilliant. And the people that don't think it's a game winner, you're wrong. It is a game winner, although a tedious and very slow one. Teferi will win you matches all by itself, which is why it's the most expensive card in Standard and sees play in multiple formats. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. I can't say much more about it. You know, it's been around for a while. I'm sure a lot of people will be, praising the day when it does actually rotate out. But then if you're a modern player, you're going to see it for a long time yet. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria is the #1 most expensive current card in Standard. So everyone, that's my top 10 most expensive cards in Standard. I've taken these as average prices, and this is the list that is currently from when I did it from a day ago. Anything might have changed, it might have fluctuated a little bit, but not really much. This is the list as we speak. Is there any surprises in the list that you thought, can't believe how much that was? Or maybe you think something is going to rise up and then actually break into this list? How long will it be till Teferi gets knocked off its pedestal and won't be the most expensive card? Will we have to wait until it actually rotates out? Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. And of course, hitting the subscribe button is always helpful as well. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.